this tutorial, I demonstrated autofocus, a camera which always automatically focuses on this character here and blurs the background according to the aperture size. I want to use this scene, but it doesn't matter for this purpose, in order to show you another Arnold camera effect. So here is the scene. I shaded him with a Lambert shader in a brown tone, and I created a surface so everybody stands there. There's a sky dome light in the back. I think that's the only light I have, so it's not really dramatic, and this is what the rendering looks like now. Never mind, this has nothing to do with this setting here. I just use it in order to demonstrate you something. We have our cam shape here in the attribute editor, and further down we have the Arnold section. And that's where we use the focus distance. That's what the tutorial was about, really. That creates an automatic depth of field. What I want to show you is the filter map. So what is the filter map? Well, let's render this scene. The filter map applies a filter to the camera lens, and that's a very standard thing in real cinematography. So let's click on this icon in order to implement a filter map. And what I'll do, just for demonstration purposes, I go to the 2D textures here, and I choose the grid. The grid is basically black and white. And now I render this scene, and this is what I get. When I place the texture differently, like 10 by 10, I get a different raster. So this is pretty cool. This is pretty straightforward. And now let's delete this filter map because we want to do something more realistic. Break connection, right mouse click. So let's create a ramp. 2D textures, ramp. The ramp goes from black to white. Let's render it again. You already see the black is working at the bottom of the scene. If I reverse these things, the black is at the top of the scene. How about a typical effect, which is like a blue filter? Let's select the black and go to blue here. And all of a sudden we have like a blue sky mood here. And if we don't want the white down here, basically no effect, no color effect, we just check it off. So we have a blue filter, evening light. And now instead of the V ramp, which basically goes from the bottom to the top, I use a circular map. And here you see what is called a vignette. The vignette makes darker points at the border of the image, and of course you can manipulate this like this. And in the old movies back in the 1910s and 20s, the typical exit when the film finishes is this effect. How do we animate this? Well, when I move the black circle here, check what I'm changing below in terms of numbers. It's that thing here. That's the selected position. It starts at 1 and it stops at 0. So when I go to the, say, frame 100, set a keyframe here for selected position, set a key, and then go here and selected position 0, and I'll set a keyframe here. Then I get a vignette which closes the scene. I'm real-time rendering now with Arnold. Really lovely. So now it's over. This is the filter map in the Arnold settings of the camera. Bye.